Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nuzul Fahmi and my registration ID number is 2040122035 and I'm from PBIB. So today I'm going to explain and answer the fourth assignment in Discourse analysis course. So let's check it out.
Question number 1. To the best of your knowledge, how should we define teaching? Please explain your answers in detail and give examples.
So my answer is teaching is the process of helping others learn in a way that makes sense and useful in real life. It's not just about explaining lessons or giving information, but also about guiding students, giving examples, and helping them practice what they learn. And then I think a good teacher understands that every student is different, so they try to make learning fun, clear, and connected to daily life. For example, when teaching English, a teacher might not only explain grammar but also ask students to use it in conversation or role plays in a class, so they will feel more confident using the language outside the classroom, like that.
Question number 2. Read at least 3 theories in the definition of teaching. What important can you identify from the definitions and formulate the definition of teaching on the basis of the point by using your own words?
Teaching is the process of, as we know, teaching is the process of helping and guiding someone to learn by giving instructions, sharing knowledge, and supporting their development through structured and meaningful experience. It involves interaction between the teacher and the learner, where the teacher influences and encourages the learner to grow, understand new ideas, and improve their skills. So, from the views of experts that I have read, like from Brown, Gage, and Berner, it is clear that teaching is not just about delivering information, but about creating an environment where learning can happen effectively. Therefore, teaching can be understood as an active and purposeful effort by the teacher to support students in discovering knowledge and then changing their way of thinking or behavior and becoming more capable through planned and engaging learning activities.
Question number 3. Go to a classroom and see what a teacher is doing when teaching. Can you identify what main activities of teaching?
So, usually when I see a learning process in the classroom, the teacher often starts by greeting the students and checking their attendance. And then they explain the lesson objectives and present the new material using explanation, examples, or media like slides or videos. And then during the lesson, the teacher asks questions, gives exercise, and checks students' understanding. The teacher may walk around the class to monitor students' work and give feedback. And then at the end, teacher usually summarizes the lesson and gives homework or instruction for the next meeting. But so far, some teacher usually use like ice breaking or games to make students do not feel boring in a class, like that. Maybe before the class or after class, after the lesson, like that.
Question number 4. Can you define what English language teaching is? Explain your definition and reasons for defining ELT in such a way.
Well, English language teaching or ELT refers to the process of teaching English to people whose first language is not English, like us, Indonesian people. This includes teaching speaking, listening, reading, writing, grammar, and vocabulary. And then I define that ELT in this way because it is not only about teaching the language itself, but also helping students use English effectively in real life situations, such as in school, work, travel, or daily communication. And then, according to Richards and Rogers, 2001, ELT also involves the use of appropriate approaches, methods, and material to help learner develop language skill. Then in real life, good ELT focuses on student needs, cultural context, and practical communication, not just textbook knowledge, something like that.
Question number 5. You certainly ever heard the terms like methods and techniques of teaching. What do you know of the terms and when teachers would like to use methods and techniques of teaching? Use theories to support your answers.
The terms method and techniques of teaching refers to how teachers plan and deliver lessons. Method is a general approach or plan for teaching, such as the communicative language teaching or CLT method, which focuses on interaction and real communication. A technique is a specific activity used in class, like role plays, group work, or using pictures for vocabulary learning. And then Brown 2001 explained that method provide the overall framework while techniques are the practical steps used during lessons. Teachers choose methods and techniques based on students' need, learning goals, classroom condition, and sometimes their own teaching style. And then, for example, if students need more speaking practice, the teacher might use CLT and apply techniques like pair work and discussions to encourage active communication in class.
Question number 6. You have been learning English as a foreign language for many years in Indonesia. To the best of your knowledge, as one of the English teacher, how do you explain about the trend of teaching English in Indonesia?
Well, as an English learner in Indonesia, I can say that the trend of teaching English in our country has shown both progress and challenges. In many schools, English is taught as a foreign language starting from elementary school or even kindergarten for like international school. However, the focus is often more on grammar and reading rather than on speaking or using English in real life situation. Then many students become good at memorizing vocabulary and grammar rules, but still struggle to communicate fluently like that in real life situation. And then there is also a difference between cities and village. In cities, students can get better English lessons and more learning tools, while in villages it is sometimes harder to find good English teacher and material. So today many schools are starting to use technology like videos, apps, and online learning websites. Of course, this makes students more interested in learning, but it still depends on how well teachers can use these tools in fun and useful ways in teaching.
Question number 7, or the last question. To the best of your knowledge, do ELT and discourse analysis have relationship? Explain your answer in detail.
So my answer is yes. English language teaching or ELT and discourse analysis are related. Discourse analysis is the study of how language is used in real communication, whether in speaking or writing. It is focuses on the context, meaning, and patterns of language in social interactions. In ELT, understanding discourse is important because it is help teachers and learner focus not only on grammar or vocabulary but also on how language is actually used in different situation. For example, teaching how to make polite requests, how to express opinion, or how to start a conversation. It is all involve discourse knowledge. By applying discourse analysis in ELT, teachers can design lessons that reflect authentic language use, helping students become more effective communicators. So that's all about my answer in this assignment. I'm so sorry if there are so many mistakes in my deliver. Thank you for your kind attention. Akhirul kalam, sabrun jamil, Allahu musta'an. Tumma, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.